I work with a variety of people. I've been doing it a long time. And there's a lot of folks, when you deal with a population of people, there are some folks, they're like 12% of the people that I deal with that are really hypersensitive. And so I did some work in a house that I couldn't believe they did it. I couldn't believe what they did. They had this house, perfectly normal rectangle shaped house, and they had this outdoor pool, and they built a structure around the pool so they could use the pool year round, which is not terrible. But you have to realize that water is going to be evaporating from that pool 24/7, and you better have the proper engineering controls of controlling humidity so it doesn't get into the house. And that's where they failed. So what they did was they didn't have any dehumidification equipment at all. None, zero, zippo. And they didn't cover the pool with a plastic barrier to prevent evaporations. So when you go in there, it was like walking into a sauna. Humidity would just start dripping off of you. You could see the streaks on the walls. But the problem is that the reason it was making such an impact into the house is because the contractor did not seal off the perforated soffit, and it was 100% perforated all the way down. So all that hot humidity was flowing into the attic. And so when you went up into the attic, you went, oh my gosh, it looked like a Jackson Pollock painting, man. It was like multicolored fur. It had been going on for years. I'm talking to the husband, and he's saying that he almost lost his wife 3 times now because of her going into some kind of a asthmatic seizure, some kind of a seizure that was being caused by respiratory distress. She has to take breath treatments, lung treatments every single day to keep her going. So I go up there, and we spent a week and a half really taking this out of the attic. And we actually had to go outside the house and take down the ceiling of the dormer because it had gone from the attic into the space of the dormer that was open to the attic. So we had to take the metal ceiling of the bottom of the dormer, drop that, or it covered a whole front porch. That's really what it was. So it was more of an awning. So anyway, we had to take that off to get access to the mold that was there. The other thing is you had to build barriers so that the mold debris that was coming down didn't fall over into the bushes and create a secondary reservoir of contamination around the front door. So you've really got to take the time to do things correctly. You have to think ahead, and you have to remove this mold. So the good story is, after we did all this work and he put in the proper ventilation, the dehumidification in the pool, sealed off the soffit, we removed the mold, and I checked in with him about 3 or 4 months later, and he said, thank you very much. My wife's never even had a breath treatment since you were done. Wow. That kind of makes you feel good. So, good story. Bob Bennett, Farsight Management. It's better use Farsight than hindsight.